What's she doing?
What's she doing?
She's writing a book.
What's he doing?
He's learning to cook.
What are you doing?
I'm learning to drive.
What are they doing?
They're learning to dive.
What's Dan doing?
He's writing a letter.
What's Fran doing?
She's knitting a sweater.
Seven. The Old Man and the Jungle.
The old man and the child live in the jungle. The jungle is their home. They like listening to the tall banana trees when they move in the wind. They like listening to the blue parrots and the noises of all the other jungle animals and birds. They like growing vegetables in the old man's jungle garden and making and eating sweet jungle fruit cake. They like finding beautiful little orange flowers and putting them in their hair. They like drinking water from the waterfall, from the big round jungle leaves. They like walking by the long, slow blue river and talking to the ugly, fat crocodiles and watching the small yellow fish swim here and there in the water. And they both love sitting quietly in the sun. But one day in the jungle, there was no sun in the big jungle sky. The old man wasn't happy about that. He sat in his old chair and didn't move. The child came and sat down on the green grass next to him. "What's the matter, old man? Have you got stomachache?" "My brother gets stomachache sometimes when he eats too many mangoes." "A stomachache? Oh, no. My stomach is fine, thank you," answered the old man. "Well, have you got an earache?" the child asked. "My mother gets earache sometimes when I play my jungle drums too loudly." "An earache? Oh no, my ears are fine, thank you," answered the old man. The old man and the child stopped talking and went and sat in the tree. They listened for the parrots and the noises of the other jungle animals and birds, but the parrots didn't come. "Well, have you got a toothache?" asked the child. "My cousins get toothache sometimes when they drink too much lime juice." "Toothache? Oh no, my teeth are fine, thank you," answered the old man. "Have you got a headache then?" "No." "A temperature? A cold? A cough?" "No." The old man and the child stopped talking and went and sat by the river. They looked for the fat crocodiles, but the crocodiles didn't come, and no little fish swam here and there. Then the beautiful sun came out, and the old man smiled. "Are you getting better now?" the child asked. "Yes," said the old man. They saw their favourite crocodile's head above the water, and 3 little fish came and started swimming here and there again. Then the old man's favourite parrot flew down from the waterfall and sat on his shoulder and said, "Getting better, getting better?" "Yes, clever parrot," said the old man. "I'm better now, thank you." And the child and the old man laughed loudly. "I'm very well again now," he said. "I'm very, very well." "Good," said the child. They walked home, watered the vegetables, and danced in the old man's garden under the sun. Then the old man and the child made the best sweet fruit cake in the jungle and ate it all. "Ate it all, ate it all," the parrot said. "Be careful, old man, too much cake, stomachache." Ah!
Student's Book, page 60. 8. Henry's Holiday.
Henry likes being at home in the school holidays. He likes looking for lizards and snails and flying his kite in the field behind his house. He likes listening to music and watching television. He likes playing games on his tablet and reading comics in bed. He likes getting up in the night and eating ice cream in the kitchen too. Henry doesn't enjoy going on holiday to different places. He doesn't want to get sand in his socks on the beach or go for long walks in the countryside, and he doesn't want to sleep in a room with his parents because his dad snores. But last Saturday, Henry and his parents went on holiday. "What a great place, Henry. I love being in the countryside," his father said in the car. "And it's fun and exciting to eat and sleep in a tent," his mother said. "And look, the beach is really near." "Sand in my socks and sharks in the sea. Oh dear," thought Henry. Then he saw the hills. "Oh no, boring long walks," he thought. "And there's no games room and no TV. I want to go home." Henry's parents started to take the tent, their clothes, their holiday chairs and table out of the car. "Can you come and help us, Henry?" they called. "We've got to put up the tent now." But Henry didn't move. "The weather's terrible, Mum," he called. "It's cold and windy." "Okay," she said. Then it started to rain. "Please snow too," Henry thought. "I want to go home." Henry's mother took their sleeping things out of the car, but she dropped 2 of the blankets on the ground, and they got very wet. "Oh dear," she said. Henry got out of the car. He picked up the wet blankets and gave them to his mother. "Can we go home now, Mum?" he asked. But they didn't go home. Henry, his mum and dad sat in the tent. They didn't read. Dad didn't bring their glasses or their new torches. They only had cold soup for dinner. The bread and Henry's favourite cheese weren't in the car. They were on the kitchen table at home. Henry tried to sleep, but his head and shoulders got cold, and he woke up 42 times in the night because his dad snored and snored and snored and snored. In the morning, Henry's dad had a bad headache. His mum's back hurt. The water in the showers was cold. Brrr. And the little village shop was closed on Sundays too. Oh, and Henry found a lizard in his shoe. Henry's parents weren't happy. Henry wasn't happy. "Mum, Dad," Henry said slowly, "I know. Can we have a holiday at home? We can have hot showers in the mornings. We can go for walks and look for snails in our field in the afternoons. We can have nice hot dinners in the evenings. Then we can watch funny films on TV, and then you can go to sleep in your bed and I can go to sleep in mine." Henry's mum looked at Henry's dad, and then they both looked at Henry again. "Yes, great idea," they said. "Come on, let's put all these wet things in the car and go home."
Five. The monster under my bed.
There's a monster upstairs. It's living in my bedroom this week. It's under my bed. When I get up in the morning, I have to run to my cupboard very quickly. I take out my clothes and then run to the bathroom. I put my clothes on in there. I don't want to get dressed in my bedroom. I don't want the monster to come out from under my bed and take my socks or my favorite sweater. After school, I don't play computer games. My computer is on the desk in my bedroom. I don't want to sit there with my feet on the floor. When I'm not looking, the monster comes out. I think it wants to eat my toes. And I can't do my homework in my bedroom. I think the monster wants to write or draw on all the pages in my school books. I'm doing all my homework on the kitchen table this week. Mom says that's okay. When I want to go to bed, I open the door to my bedroom and say very loudly, I know you're in here, but this is my room. You aren't scary. The monster listens, I think. It doesn't come out. I never see it. But it is scary. I know it's there. I quickly run and jump into bed, and then close my eyes and count to 100. Counting helps you go to sleep, Grandma says. When you're counting to 100, you don't think about monsters. When I'm asleep at night, I think the monster climbs quietly out of my window. I think it finds things to eat in our garden. I know it comes back again before morning. I told my brother about the monster. He laughed and said, "Don't be silly, Vicky. There are no monsters under your bed. But there's a very big one under mine. There's one in my cupboard, too." I think my brother likes monsters. He draws lots of pictures of them and puts them on his walls. I told Mom about the monster. She laughed and said, "I didn't see any monsters under your bed when I cleaned your room yesterday." I think the monster hides when she goes in my room. This monster is a very, very clever one. I told Dad about the monster. He said, "Don't worry. I'm not afraid of monsters. We can find it and tell it to go away." But Dad didn't come and help me when I asked him to. He wanted to watch a film on television with Uncle Bill. I think Dad is scared of monsters. I can understand that. It's Saturday today. My brother and my parents don't want to help me, but I don't want to live with this scary monster for another week. I want to play computer games in my bedroom again. I'm going upstairs now. I want to find the monster and tell it to go away. It can go and live with Mrs. Gray. She lives in the house next to ours. My brother and I don't like her. So I'm looking under my bed. I know there's a monster here. I think it's got lots of legs and a big round stomach and big scary teeth. I think it's got huge black eyes, but I can't see it, and I can't hear it. Oh yes, I can. There it is. I can do this. Slowly, quietly, slowly, quietly. Got you!
Six. What a great grandmother.
Peter's grandmother is 71, and every day she does the same things at the same time. She always gets up at 7 o'clock. She always gets dressed at 8 o'clock. She always has breakfast, 2 pieces of bread, a banana, and a cup of tea at 9 o'clock. She always listens to music on the radio at 10. It's her favourite part of the day. She always has a cup of coffee at 11, and then she goes for a short walk before lunch, down to the square, round the park, and back home again. And she always has her lunch, fish, chips, and peas with tomato sauce, at 12 o'clock. On Friday afternoons, Peter often goes to see his grandmother. Last week, he slept at her house on Friday night too. On Saturday morning, he got up at 7 o'clock and ran downstairs to talk to her. "I've got an idea, Gran," Peter said. "Let's have a crazy day." "What do you mean?" she asked. "Well, you always do the same things at the same time every day." "Yes?" "Well, today let's have a different day. I'm hungry. Let's have our breakfast now, and let's have egg sandwiches or sausages." "But I never have egg sandwiches or sausages for breakfast, Peter," his grandmother said. But then she looked at Peter's face and said, "Okay." "Those sausages were really good," Peter's grandmother said after breakfast. "I liked them a lot." "I enjoyed them too," Peter said. "Right, now let's get dressed. Then let's go for a walk." "But I always listen to the radio first," his grandmother started to say. But then she stopped. "All right, good idea. Where's my coat?" Peter's grandmother enjoyed their walk, but when they got to the square, Peter said, "Let's catch a bus to Market Street. There's a really cool cafe between the library and the shopping centre. We can look at the shops and then have our lunch there too." "But I never catch buses, Peter, and I never go to the shopping centre in Market Street, and I never eat in cafes," Peter's grandmother said. But then she looked at the smile on Peter's face and said, "Okay, come on." Peter's grandmother enjoyed walking around the shopping centre. She bought a new watch, a fantastic purple and yellow sweater, and a little cupboard for her bathroom. Then, in another shop, she found an exciting board game for Peter. "I'm having lots of fun," she said. "What a great day!" When they got to the cafe, Peter said, "Let's have noodles. Let's have pancakes too, chocolate ones." "But I never have noodles or pancakes," Peter's grandmother said. But then she smiled and said, "All right, I can try them today." After lunch, Peter's grandmother said, "Everything was brilliant. Those noodles and chocolate pancakes were fantastic. I loved them." "Good," Peter said. "Now let's go home. I know you sometimes sleep in the afternoon, and I'm tired." "But I don't want to go home, and I don't want to sleep this afternoon, Peter," his grandmother said. "Let's go for a boat ride on the river, and then go for a walk all around the lake. We can buy cakes and eat them in the park, and then we can go to the cinema. I never do any of those things, but I'd like to do them all today." Peter smiled. "Okay, Gran," he said. "Let's go. You know, you really are a great grandmother." "And you really are a great grandson, Peter," she laughed.
and 824. The gator eats the one that's worth more. He looks at the place values from left to right. It's the greatest hundreds place, so he takes a big bite. The hungry alligator eats the number that is greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. 355 and 332. The gator needs to eat the one with the greater value. He looks at the place values from left to right. 5's the greatest tens place, so he takes a big bite. The hungry alligator eats the number that is greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. 145 and 149. The gator needs the greater value on the number line. He looks at the place values from left to right. 9's the greatest ones place, so he takes a big bite. The hungry alligator eats the number that is greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. Now the numbers are the same on both sides. The gator wants to eat, but he can't decide. Neither is greater or less, it's a perfect tie. So the alligator writes an equal sign. The hungry alligator eats the number that is greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. The hungry alligator eats the number that is greater. The number that is least is never part of his feast. If there's a line underneath the greater than sign, greater than or equal to us have a sign is defined. I'll write a line underneath the less than sign, and less than or equal to is the name of the design.
Hi there. I'm an alligator, so let's keep this snappy. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you that the greater than symbol goes from big to small, and it's called the greater than symbol. The less than symbol goes from small to big, and it's called the less than symbol. The larger number always goes on the open side of the angle. For example, this reads as 50 is greater than 10. And this is read as 10 is less than 50.
Visit numberrock.com for exclusive content, lesson materials, and more. Thanks for watching.
Do you know Mary? Do you know Mary? Mary who? Mary MacDonald. Of course I do. Do you know her little brother? Yes, of course I do. I know her brother and her mother and her father too. Do you know her older sister? Yes, of course I do. I know her older sister Betty and her younger sister Sue. Do you know her Aunt Esther? Yes, of course I do. I know her aunts and her uncles and her cousins too. Do you know her husband Bobby? Yes, of course I do. I know her husband and his brother and his father too.
May I switch off the light?
May I turn down the air conditioning?
Do you mind if I lower the blind?
Is it all right if I put away these files?
I don't mind, I don't mind, I don't mind.
Is it all right if I switch off the light?
Do you mind if I close the door?
May I switch on the fan?
Sure, sure, sure.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Let's go to the zoo. I haven't been there for ages.
Where do you want to go?
Let's go to a show. I haven't seen a show for ages.
How do you want to go?
Let's take the bus. I haven't taken the bus for ages.
Where do you want to eat?
Let's eat in the park. I haven't done that for ages.